I'm your friendly neighborhood Inman 64, bringing you the next few episodes of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. In the last episode, so we made our way here to Hollow Bastion, and we did a lot of shenanigans. We completed Hollow Bastion, and now that we are Xehanort's apprentice, we can go do whatever the hell we want to do. But while I was off screen, I did a lot of things. I went and got a bunch of shot lock commands from the command boards. So we now have Meteor Shower, which I got from that board, which I got from the Cinderella board. We have Lightning Ray, which out of nowhere, I swear, I was making a random command and it just turned into Lightning Ray, so there's that. I've also, as you can see, made a ton of other commands that you'll be able to see and work with, which, again, I will be putting up a guide with how you can make these commands on your own. I've also, as you can see, leveled up a lot of our finishing commands. We can't unlock that green one right there because we need to, we need the lightning command style in order to do that, or the thunder command style to do that. We can't trigger this light green one without certain abilities, and the other ones we'll be getting as we progress through the game. But as you can see, I have now gotten a shit ton of abilities for Terra. He is essentially more powerful now than he was the last time you guys saw him. All by following that guide that I have teased constantly throughout this LP. Just by following those guides, I have gotten myself a ton of different abilities, and yet there are still some that I don't even have yet. But I have gotten the majority of the ones needed to keep Terra afloat. Damage Siphon, for example, which allows us to regain focus when we're hit by damage. Second Chance and Once More, which will allow us to survive brutal hits and combos, which is important in this mode. And yeah, we're pretty much set. I did not continue on in the Mirage Arena, so we're not going to be particularly worried about doing that at the moment. And as you can see, the worlds are getting a bit tougher. So now if we go back to the Enchanted Dominion, it'll be a little bit more complicated. But we did unlock 3 new worlds after beating Hollow Bastion. Space Whale World, Olympus Coliseum, and Disney Town. So let's head to Disney Town. Why the hell not? See what's going on over here.
Huh? Unversed. I'll take you on.
Look out!
Huh?
Well, I was almost murdered. Isn't that just wonderful?
Back there. I mean it. The name's Terra.
It's nice to meet you, Terra. What are you, nuts? Running out onto the course like that? Yeah, that's against the rules. I'm sure you had your reasons, but I can't say that I approve either.
Well, rules don't apply when you're up against the unversed.
Rules don't apply? You sound just like me. Look, it's Captain Dark.
Disguised in shadows, the rogue racer reigns. I am Captain Dark. And you must be the chump who made me miss a new track record. Hold on. How's come I don't know you? Somebody bringing in a ringer?
Because I'm not comically fat like you, maybe?
Must be downright temptatious to try and stop a primo racer like me from getting a record, but we all gotta play by the rules, rookie.
Now, just a second. You're the no-good cheater who's always breaking the rules.
Well, I can't say racing interests me, but I need to defeat the unversed. Tell me what I've got to do.
Are you talking about all those carts that look like scary, ugly monsters? Well, we've only ever seen the monsters on the track.
I'm gonna call hacks on that already, Minnie.
Terra, you just need to enter the races. And while you're at it, take that Captain Dark down a notch or two. He's always breaking the rules and causing trouble.
I have to become a racer?
Now I'm sure I don't have to tell you.
I know. I'll play by the rules.
Oh. Yay! Tara's gonna be a new racer! Just come talk to me whenever you're ready. I'll get you signed up and everything.
So Rumble Racing is finally gonna come into the game. And welcome, my lords, to Disney Town! A little town that has apparently been outside of Disney Castle this entire time. I don't know why we've never heard of it, but I don't really care. Now, you might be interested in taking on the thing right away. You might be interested in taking on Rumble Racing right away, but I think that's a big mistake. Personally speaking, I would prefer to go and explore the rest of Disney Town first before you take on any of the missions that Terra, Ven, or Aqua have. Because this world is filled from top to bottom with mini-games and fun things that you can do on the side to make your playthrough of this game slightly more enjoyable than it's been. And we got thank God, payback attacks. Thank the maker. Ugh. Use paybacks to counterattack after being hit by opponents. Finally, we can counterattack. This has been ridiculous. Deep freeze is also done, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's do... I guess Dark Haze and... Fire Surge? I'm not really worried about command abilities right now. I'm more focused on getting Terra 100% ready to go. And he almost is. All we need is that one little slot that we have to put in for between Slide and Ice Slide. Unfortunately, you can't have aerial recovery and payback moves on at the same time. We attained aerial recovery from the Mirage Arena. That just allows you to do the backflip and stay alive thing that I did with Sora. That worked really well until I fought Lingering Will. Unfortunately, you can only have one payback or reprisal attack on at a time, so... yeah. But like I said before, there is a ton of really... there is a ton of things to do in Disney Town, so... even though you may feel like you're being forced into doing something immediately, don't feel compelled to. There is a lot to explore here, and to mess around with, and to finagle with. With all three characters, too. Terra actually has it the best, because he doesn't have anything. The only thing he has close to him is the Rumble Racing. He can do any of the other mini games as he sees fit, but oh, there you are. He can do any of the other mini games as he sees fit, and can take on any of the other modes as he sees fit. Ven and Aqua each have a part of Disney Town that's blocked off to them until they complete their mini game, but it's not the end of the world per se. It's just a slight inconvenience. Make sure I don't miss anything. I don't think we can get the prize pods that are here because they're in a really difficult to get to location. We'll be able to once we beat Olympus, but for now, I think we are gonna have to sit around and wait. Alright, so we got the map, and here's the main plaza, which is where the only save point in this entire world is. Get some of these things to make some money drop. And we got another treasure chest over here. And you can see Huey, Dewey, and Louie over here. If you talk to Dewey, he will have you trigger the game Ice Cream Beat, which is basically just a rhythm game that you play to basic various songs from the Kingdom Hearts universe. Including It's a Small World, so yay! You talk to Louie, he tells you what they want to do, but Huey is the one you really want to talk to. All those ingredients that you've been collecting from all the various worlds, if you hand them to Huey, you will in turn get ice cream made for you. In fact, we even had an ice cream made for us. We got Royal Berry, which will trigger a command style that unfortunately we don't have access to at the moment. As you can tell, it says, oh, we can trigger a command style. We don't have access to that command style, unfortunately, until... I don't remember if we get it in the... I actually don't remember if we get it in one of the worlds coming up, or if we get it in the Mirage Arena. But we do have to get through a lot of them. And as you can see, we are still a lot of ingredients away from getting all of the ice creams needed to automatically trigger command styles. Some of them we'll be getting in the worlds coming up. Some we have to backtrack for. Others, well, are others. Don't worry, I will be showing you guys as best as I can where the rest of the prize pod locations are, though there are guides for them. Last but not least, before we head underground, is the Fruit Ball Arena, or Fruit Ball Court. Here is where the Moogle is, so if you need to sell or buy anything, you can sell or buy them. And I've gotten a ton of cure commands, so that'll be interesting. And let's see, let's buy a Blitz. Let's buy a Strike Raid, a couple, so because I don't have any. And I think we're good. You can talk to Horace over here, and he will have you trigger the game of Fruit Ball. We don't have to play that right now. In fact, I don't think I'm going to, unless I'm going to be doing it off-screen as sort of like to a 100% Terra story. But I'm not really keen on doing that. I'm more keen on doing what Terra has to do to complete his story. So we're going to head underground to collect more treasure. And fight more Unversed, unfortunately.
Take that!
It's unfortunate, but hey, what you gonna do? It's something we have to do. Especially if we want to complete the game. Now, there is one slight hiccup with this area when you come in as Terra, should you come to Disney Town before you complete the other two worlds. There is a trigger command that we have to do that requires Thunder Magic. And it would be best used if we have the Thunder command style, which we don't get until we've beaten one of the next two worlds. I won't tell you which one, but one of the next two worlds. And because of that, it's going to be a lot harder to trigger all of the extra devices in this room. Because as you can see, all of the devices are shut down, and the only way to trigger it is with using thunder attacks. And you have to keep bashing and mashing this thing with thunder attacks until it works. So for the sake of argument, I'm going to take some of these commands off. And I don't think I have another Thunder Surge, so let's go with a Thundaga. So let's see. Gotta wait for my commands to reload because... Blah, 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 blee, blee, blah, 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 blee, blee, blee. I don't know.
Thunder!
That only did a little. Thunder Surge should do a lot. Unfortunately, no matter what we do, we're just going to be sitting here waiting. So let's just keep
Thunder.
hitting you. Hit you. That's going to do a regular command style. And we're almost done. Almost done. It's going to be one more of each, I believe. So Thundaga. And this should do it. And yes, perfect. So that will now trigger all of these little gadgets and gizmos down here working, fortunately. And I missed the lift, oh well. And now we play the waiting game. Because there are a ton of treasures scattered around this area you might be interested in. Including a new shot lock attack, Absolute Zero. Which I'm surprised you can get this late in the game, because it's basically just an ice version of Terra's original form, the Masher one. Weird, but hey, what you gonna do? We can go get that sticker, but I want to take on this stuff over here with all the floating hands first. And you gotta hold off a second because the these hands need to respawn, or else we'll just be left in the air with nothing to land on. And there you go. And more unversed, because of course. And that'll take care of the fat guy. You. And you.
Thunder!
And goodbye, you. Alright. That takes care of that. An action recipe, which will allow us to get any of the action commands we needed to level up. Now we'll know if we're gonna get it or not, which is good. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. And I missed! Shit! Oh well. Alright, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Gotta get back up here. Go over here. And make sure we're in the right spot. Perfect. And it's a sticker of Pete, because of course it is. Couldn't possibly go through a Kingdom Hearts game without Pete's rear end showing up. And oh yeah, I forgot it has to be going this way. I don't know why. It just has to be going this way, as if he's gonna crash into Terra. Doesn't make sense. I would think you'd want him to be like there where it's racing, but I don't know. Still need to get a ton more stickers. 2 more in Radiant Garden, which we can't get without the ability to high jump, which we don't get yet. And I missed. Oh yeah, by the way, I attained Ice Slide. I don't know if I've said that yet, but I now have the ability to, whenever I do the Air Slide, it'll be a Blizzard attack, so that's fun. Or it better be fun. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't fun. And there is one last area to explore in the underground before we head back to the top. And it's probably the most bonkers. This is Pete's Rec Room, which is essentially a giant pinball machine. You gotta get to it first, but shouldn't take you that long. The unversed aren't that powerful here. This is essentially just a giant pinball machine that, when you've activated it, allows you to get a ton of different treasures, money, you name it. It's a very good place to spam collect money if you need it. And what's actually really good is if you trigger the D-Link for Pete, which you can get later on in the game through special means, of course. If you do that, you'll actually be able to get almost like 1,000 money here, as long as you can keep the D-Link afloat. You can, obviously, if you keep the balloon letters attached to your commands, but actually, no, that won't work. I just realized that. I was gonna say, oh, just have the balloon letters attached, but that won't work because when you D-Link, you get a new set of commands. But as you can see here, there is a ton of areas where you can go and learn things. I have 0 Gravira now, which is good. But this little area is caged off over here, and there are 4 different gauges. Once you hit all 4 of the green gauges, you will unlock that special treasure, which is a very rare item in the game for you to collect. Is it worth it? If you want to get a trophy for it, yes. Or a trophy or an Xbox achievement, or I don't know if this game's ever going to be on the Switch, so you might get something from the Switch. It would be nice if Kingdom Hearts would come out on the Switch, but I'm not holding my breath for it. Another Chaos Crystal. And we still need 1 more of the bumpers to hit. And it should be this one at the top. Hit you up, and you, and you. Now let's come over here. Grab the new command, which should be Aerial Slam. Yep. Another powerful physical attacking move for Terra, but all 3 can actually learn it. But it's best used with Terra, because obviously he's the best command style person. Break time! Break Time is basically what you would expect. It is a breakdancing move. That if you equip it to Terra, Ven, or Aqua, they will start just randomly dancing around wherever the hell you are, and they can use that to connect various health bonuses or what have you. And you do get 3 stickers for triggering it, 3 trophies for triggering it with Terra, Ven, and Aqua. Musclehead is what you get for Terra, B-Boy is what you get for Ven, and Majorette is what you get for Aqua. As you can see, I got those years ago, so we don't have to worry about doing that anytime soon. And let's go here. Boom, 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 da boom. Now that we're done with that, we can head back right all the way up to back to the raceway. And now we're on top of one of the buildings that looks right over where the raceway is. We got Slot Edge for an ability. And as you can see there is a sticker on the far other side. But we cannot get there yet because we need to be able to use 2 slides at once. And we won't be able to do that until we get to Olympus. And yep, there's the ice slide that I got by combining an air slide with Blizzara, I believe? I could be wrong. But I'm pretty certain it was either Blizzara or Blizzaga. Either way. That's the aerial slam. May as well bring you in. Let's get rid of Thunder Surge. Mostly so I can keep getting new abilities. And our Solum is one of the best abilities Terra has, so... Alright. I've distracted us long enough. Time to go racing! In Kingdom Hearts equivalent to Mario Kart.